What is going on, Washington football fans? What's good, Washington fans? Big game. Big game on Sunday at 4:25 in Arizona. Not San Fran, but in Arizona. We got a lot of history between these two teams. A lot of history. Some bad blood and some bad history between these teams. Kyle Shanahan, he doesn't like Washington football. But, the guys that were here before, they're all gone. The front office, of course, Dan Snyder's still here. But, he had some bad blood with that. Giving the game ball to his dad, them slipping and sliding. That still pissed me off. As I put in my community tab, we never forget. Just last year, slipping and sliding, being disrespectful on the field. We got something for the Niners. We got something for them. I'm excited to get some revenge on them. Trent Williams, Alex Smith used to play for the Niners. Jordan Reed is actually healthy and available to play in this game, so that's a surprise in my opinion. Josh Johnson is on the roster for the Niners, so that's pretty funny. So a lot of former Washington football players, a lot of former Niners, Alex Smith in this game. So a lot of history in this game. Both teams 5-7. The Niners are favored by 3 in this game. It could, in my opinion, it could be favored by 1. I don't know if they should be favored at all. But it's going to be a tough game. It's going to be a dogfight. 2 solid defenses. Our defense is a top 5 defense. I think we're ranked number 4. The Niners have a great defense. Even without D Ford, even without Nick Bosa, they're still a solid defense. Now, they did get cut up by the Bills. I think the Bills put up 40 points on them or something like that on Monday Night Football. But they still have a respectable defense. They did sweep the Rams. We got blown out by the Rams. But we're a different team since then. We're a December team. We're a second-half team. Our point differential, shout out to Pedro Smith for this stat. We are plus 84 points in the second half. We're a second half team. That's just what we are. We're a second half team. So my keys to victory are, first, we have to stop their run game. We are 5 in all the games that we won. We've held teams under 100 yards rushing. We stopped Zeke in both games. We strapped him up, forced him to fumble. The Bungles, they didn't have much of a run game when we played them. The last game we just played, the Steelers, we held them to 40 yards rushing? It might have been less than that. I think it might have been 21 yards rushing on the ground. Who else did we win against? The Eagles, they didn't get 100 yards rushing. So when we hold teams under 100 yards rushing, that's the magic number. We are 5-0. We have to stop the run. We have to make them one-dimensional. We have to make Nick Mullins beat us. We have to make him beat us. Nick Mullins has been up and down. I'm not going to sleep on him. I'm not going to say he's terrible. I've heard some Niners fans complain about him and say he's awful. But we got to get back to him. We got to pressure him and get to him. That's another one of my keys to victory is getting back to Nick Mullins. We have to pressure him. We have to make him beat us. He's been hit 61 times so far this year. He's been hit 60. Actually, the 49ers offensive line has given up 61 quarterback hits. He's been sacked 27 times on the year. Or they've given up 27 sacks on the year. That right side, and I know everybody's looking at Chase Young versus Trent Williams, but you got to look again at Montez Sweat versus Mike McGlinchey, or that inside Deron Payne, Jonathan Allen versus, his name is Colton McKivitz. You got to look at that matchup. The right side, not the left side. Trent Williams is solid. I'll give him his credit. It's going to be a fun matchup to see Chase Young versus Trent Williams. I'm ready to see Chase, get that big challenge. But I'm looking at Montez Sweat versus Mike McGlinchey and that right side of their offensive line. They have been dominated all year. That is a big weakness on our offensive line. So I'm looking at Montez Sweat, call him Montez SWAT for swatting down passes. 3 tip passes from him. That's another key. We gotta get the hands up. Chase Young, how tall is he? 6'4". Montez Sweat is 6'5". We got some tall DEs. We got some tall defensive ends. Get those hands up. Deron Payne always gets his hands up. Tim Settle as well. John Allen, get those hands up. Ryan Kerrigan, him too. Tip some passes. Get back there. Let's get some pressure. Interior pressure on the edges. Let's get it done. Stopping the run. Getting back to Nick Mullins. Tackling. Wrapping up. Cameron Curl. Shazer effort. We don't have any problems with them tackling, honestly. We really don't. Darby's got to wrap up. Now, last game we had a couple problems with that. Darby, Kendall Fuller missed some tackles, and Deontay Johnson ran off for a big 50-yard run or 50-yard catch for a touchdown. Can't let that happen. Got to wrap up. Deebo Samuel's a tough wide receiver. Brandon Ayuk, both shifty receivers can make guys miss. Watch out for the jet sweep. Kyle Shanahan loves to do stuff like that. RPOs. He might even throw a trick play in there. Who knows? but he loves jet sweeps. He loves it to Deebo Samuel. He loves it with Brandon Ayuk. Have to be ready for that. Have to wrap up. John Bostic needs to have a solid game. Cole Holcomb, KPL, all our backers got to tackle. Everybody's got to wrap up. No yards after the catch. No yards after the catch at all. Can't allow it. Can't let it happen. Turnover battle has always got to win that. The Niners are like ranked 25th in turnovers. They're like -5 or something like that. So they're ranked 26th in turnover differential. So that's always a key. I know it's a cliche, but that's always a key. Always a key. Win the turnover battle. Start off fast. Let's get some points on the board. Let's not stop. Let's not start out always 10-0 or 14-0. Let's actually score first on our first drive. Let's do that. Let's get some quick hitters. A huge key to me, honestly, I have like 10 keys, but another key is getting the other guys involved. Terry McLaurin, of course, he's a given. Teams are really going to try to double him and take him out of the football game. So guys like Cam Sims, Logan Thomas, J.D. McKissick, they're going to have to step up like they did against the Steelers. We need another big game from Logan. We need another big game from Cam. We need a huge game from J.D. and Peyton Barber, since Antonio Gibson most likely will not be playing on Sunday with the turf toe injury. So all four of those guys, 5 guys that I named, the other guys not named Terry McLaurin on this offense, our weapons have to step up big. Steven Sims, you got to step up, man. That was a huge drop last game. I picked him to be the breakout player on offense, and right now I'm wrong. It's obviously Cam Sims. No knock against Steve Sims, but he was injured a couple games, but he's been underwhelming so far. I need a big game out of Steve Sims. I like his matchup. Tarvarius Moore, he looks like a liability in coverage. Richard Sherman has slowed down, obviously. He's still a solid corner, but he's not the same guy that he used to be. Jimmy Ward is solid. Fred Warner is solid. They still have some solid guys in the secondary on the back end, but they definitely got exposed, like I said, in that Bills game. They struggled in man coverage. They struggled in zone coverage. Jason Verrett is a good corner as well. But I don't see anybody that can really stick Terry. I don't see it. I don't see it at all. If they try to take Terry out of the game, Cam Sims got to step up and Logan Thomas has to step up. I think one thing, I talked about identity last week, and I think the huge thing now with this team is chemistry. I think everybody believes in each other right now. They believe in Alex Smith. I know it might sound like a movie or whatever, like a Disney movie, but everybody believes in each other right now. That's the thing. Alex Smith can be blindfolded and he'll toss the ball up to Logan Thomas, and he knows he's going to catch it. He believes in Logan. He believes in Cam Sims. And they believe in the quarterback. They all trust him. They say Alex Smith calms them down in the huddle, gets the guys where they need to be, in motion, calling things out before they happen, J.D. McKissick being ready. So this team has really, really good chemistry. I think everybody likes each other. Everybody roots for each other. You see Chase Young running down the sideline, cheering, hyping up other guys. Chase Young is that leader. He's that huddle guy for us before the game. We have identity, we have chemistry, we have guys that believe in each other right now. So that's huge right now in December. Another huge stat is that the Niners are 1-7 when they're getting up 20 points or more to an opponent. Shout out to On the Warpath, that's my guy. Make sure you guys sub him up. They're 1-7 when they give up 20 points. We can easily get 20. I think we can definitely get 20 points on them. I think it's going to be a grinded out game. I think it's going to be in the 20s, like 24-21, 23-20, that kind of score. Dustin Hopkins has to show up too. He has to make his kicks. Another thing is our offensive line has to step up. They have to step up. San Fran, they haven't gotten a lot of pass rush, and that's because of Bosa and D4 being out. So they've struggled with pass rush. They're ranked like, I think, 20th or 27th with sacks. They're not really getting to the quarterback. Yeah, they only have 21 sacks on the year. So Cornelius Lucas step up big for us. Has to step up big. Morgan Moses has been solid. Brandon Sheriff has been solid. Wes Schweitzer, Chase Rouillet, Kerry Hyder is their leader with sacks, 7.5 sacks on the year. So they really don't have much of a pass rush, and they're known for having a pass rush. But like I said, due to injuries, they just don't have it. So Alex Smith should have some good time in the pocket. I like when we go into empty sets. We get mismatches, so I would like to see that. Get Alex comfortable in this game, some quick hitters, some slants to Terry, some slants to Cam Sims. That bubble screen to Cam Sims worked really well last game. I think we can do it again. Steve Sims, get him open. So, and get the run game going. Peyton Barber, we'll see what he can do. I like Peyton Barber. So we'll see. He's going to get more of a role this game. J.D. McKissick as well. I think Javon Leak has been called up. We signed a running back named Mike Warren. Javon Leak went to Maryland. That's my guy. I'm a Maryland fan. So shout out to Javon Leak. So hopefully he can do something this week. And then we'll look at the injury report really quickly here. I think who is out this week other than Gibson? Gibson is out most likely. For the Niners, their injury report. We'll look at that real quick. Tom Compton's out with a concussion. For them, Kevin Givens did not practice. DJ Jones has an ankle injury. Emmanuel Mosley has a hamstring injury, did not practice. Deebo Samuel has a foot injury. He's probably going to play, though. And Kawan Williams has an ankle injury. He was limited in practice. For us, Terry McLaurin's going to play. David Sharp, he's a backup. Brandon Sheriff, calf injury. Morgan Moses is going to play. Antonio Gibson most likely will be out. So it's a big game for us, guys. And I'll make my prediction now. Okay, so I know a lot of people have been upset with me for not picking us to win these games. I picked us to lose to the Steelers. I'm not going to lie to you. I picked us to lose to the Cowboys. I'm not going to lie to you. I picked us to lose to the Bengals. And guess what? We're 3-0. So why not keep the trend going? Honestly, I am a little superstitious. I'm not going to lie to you. I am a little superstitious. So it's like, why, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's how I look at it, honestly. That's how I look at it. And I'm not going to sleep on the Niners. The Niners they're still a decent team. They're well coached with Kyle Shanahan, Robert Salah, the defensive coordinator. They still have a decent roster. Now, they have been underwhelming. They had to get up and move to Arizona, so there's been some tough conditions. George Kittle has been out. Jimmy G is out. Has been out for a lot of games this year. So they've had an up and down year. They got blown out last night. They got beat up on by the Seahawks, and the next thing you know, they sweep the Rams. So they're an interesting team. They're a little weird, and like I said, they're in different living conditions playing in Arizona. So I know it's tough for them. It's been a short week for us, playing on Monday and Sunday at 4:30. But I like our matchups. I think honestly we have the better quarterback. I think we have the better defensive line. I think we have a better offensive line. I think we have the better, they might have better receivers as a duo with Debo and Brandon, but if Cam Sims and Terry plays the way they did against the Steelers, or if Cam plays the way against the Steelers, then we might have the better wide receiver core. Running backs, we don't have Gibson, so they might win that matchup. But in their corners, Richard Sherman has slowed down. So I really think this is an advantage for us. I really do. I really think we have an advantage in this game. But honestly, every time I say we lose, we win. I've been on a hot streak with that. So I think I got us losing 24-21. I'm winking. I got us losing 24-21. They make a kick at the end of a game, or they're just gonna make a field goal at the end of the game to win it. 24-21. 24-20. I got them winning it 24-21. So I think there you go. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's all I'm gonna say. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So make sure you guys join the Watching Football Only group chat. The link is down below. Not doing flick picks for this game. I think I'm gonna do flick picks for the Eagles game and for the Panthers game. I think I'll probably do it for like the last two games of the year. The flick picks, fantasy picks, where you get a prize, the winner for the flick picks. It's basically fantasy football picks. But definitely join the group. We'll be live chatting during the game against San Fran on Sunday at 4:25 p.m. on Fox 5 DC, or Fox 45 where I live. So it's gonna be a tough game. It is. It's gonna be a tough grinded out game. We're gonna have to run the football. We're gonna have to get something going with Terry and Logan again. Logan's gonna have to step up big. Cam Sims gonna have to step up. Stevenson's gonna have to step up big. J.D. McKissick. All of our weapons are gonna have to be huge in this game. Chase Young has to get back there. Like I said, Montez Sweat. Basically, we're going to have to play like we did against the Steelers. We cannot have a hangover from this big win that we had. But once again, 24-21 is my prediction. You guys let me know your final score. Once again, don't get too mad at me because I know y'all hate when I pick the other team. But like I said, it's working. So y'all get what I'm saying. Have a good weekend. I'll see you guys on Sunday. Hail to the football team. Peace.